Okay, so in this video we are going to make a number game which is very simple and it will finish in few lines, right? And it is containing the basic knowledge, so you need not to get expert in Python. So simple topics are enough to cover this game. Okay, so in this game what will happen, the system will generate a random number and random number will depend on the range you give, and then the user have to guess the number. Okay, and he or she will be getting the chances to guess the number, and if he or she will not be able to guess the right number, the game will over after the particular chances given to him or her, and then the actual number will be printed, right? Okay, so let's start. First line says import random, means this is a simple module, so it will be imported from the Python. So just cram this part. Take it. So next is num. Num is a variable, and this variable is the actual number which will be generated by the system. And as we know that the number should be generated random, not to be given by the user. So this random dot rand int, and inside this we are giving the range. You can give any range, 1 to 10, 0 to 9 number, or 1 to 1000, any range. So I have given the range from 1 to 100, means the number will be somewhere in between the 1 and 100. Okay, so this part will just save the value which is generated by the Python itself, the random module. A number will be saved randomly inside this num variable, right? Then I have initialized a new variable, count is equal to 1. Count 1 is a variable, we are saving a value 1. So this count will count the number of times a user has entered the value, right? If he guessed a particular number, then he guessed again, so the number of times he is going to guess the number or enter the number from the keyboard, that will be counted, right? Because we want to give limited chances to him or her, so that will be counted, that must be counted, right? So next thing is guess chances, and here you can give the number of chances you want to give to the user. So this variable is saving that particular number. I'm giving 10, so the user will get only 10 chances, and count will be keep on counting the number of chances I have given to him or her, right? Next line says while 1 less than equal to guess chances. So as we know the chances are 10, so initially the value will be 10, and when we are giving 1 means it will compare. You can say here we are giving the condition that the chances are 1 or less than 1, right? So the as we go on repeating by giving the chances to the user, the number will keep on decreasing, right? You can set decremented guess chances minus equal 1, which means each time this whole part will be executed, the guess chances will be decremented by 1, and this part will keep on going, and the number will be decremented and then will be transferred here to the while loop, right? So till the chances equal to 1, right, or you can say greater than 1 or equal to 1, the while loop will keep on executing these particular statements, right? Okay, so what are the statement? User num, this variable will save the number which is entered by the user, right? So what we are going to do, int, the number should be integer, right? We have given 1 to 100, means these are the integer values, and int means we are, if a user enters some floating number or something, that will be converted into the integer, right? And we have already done this part in the beginners Python tutorial, so just go through that. And then eval, this is a function which will read the expression. You can read it here, right? It will read the expression, parse it, compile it, right? So make sure you add this part. Okay, then input will take the input from the user. And if you have seen the video of input function in my beginners videos, you can understand that input can take the value from the keyboard, as well as you can write any string to be printed on the console or as output. So input will take the value and guess the number will be printed simultaneously. So input can do both the things, right? Okay, then if user num greater than num, means user has entered some number, right? For example 5, and the number chosen by the system is 10. So that's not the case. User number should be greater, right? So user number is 50 and number selected by the system is 10. So 50 is greater than 10. So it should print your guess was too high, right? You have entered 50 but the number selected by the system is 10. So guess is high, so guess a number lower than, and then we are printing. Koba is for using the variable here. This part is printed as it is, and user num will take number entered by the user. You can say 50 here, right? And then end is equal to slash n, means we want the output should be look cool, so we are giving a line after that. So when this is printed, there will be a blank line, you can say, right? Else if else if and else part is already done in my videos, so just go through that. That's a basic topic, right? So else if user num, means the user has entered a number which is less than the number the system has generated. For example, user number is 10 and generated number is 50. In that case, our number, the user's number is less than, right? In that case, the system will print your guess was too high, guess a number higher than user number. Means if because this user number is saving the number entered by the user, so this number will be printed that this is your number which is very high, sorry, very low, right? Guess a number higher than. Okay. Then and is equal to slash n, means again in that case also I want the output should look pretty cool, so I just added that. And then else part, if this condition is true, the number is greater, then you must tell that you have entered a greater number, high number. If the number is less than the number generated, in that case the number is too low. In case the number is the number exactly system thought or generated, in that case you have to print if these two conditions are not true. For example, system generated number is 10 and user guessed the number 10. In that case, print you win, print count guesses you took. Okay, so count is here. As you can see, I took the value 1 for the count initially. So this value, for example, this is the first time this whole code is executed, and that time this whole code will be taking the value count is equal to 1. And then if the number is not guessed right, in that case this while loop keep on executing the same code, right? So while the code is executing again and again, what we are doing is we are changing the value of guess chances by decrementing it by 1, right? And then we are also printing the chances taken, right? Sorry, chances left. This value, for example, you have given the number 10 and then 10 minus 1 is 9. So guess chances, this variable is having the value 9 and we are printing that value, means 9. and we are saying that only 9 guesses are left. Out of 10 you have been left with 9 chances. Okay, one more thing what we are doing is count. Once this whole part is executed, what we are doing is we are just incrementing. For example, initially it was 1, this part is executed, and then this count is incremented, right? So for example, it was 1, then 2, and so on. And finally this part, when you guessed right, in that part we are telling the value of count, means this much number of guesses you took, right? Okay, so here is a break statement. Why this break statement? Because in case you just took the 5 chances and finally you guess the right, or on the first guess you just guess the right number, in that case I don't want this whole part to be executed again, because while means the guess until the guesses becomes 1, this will keep on executing. So this number, if the meanwhile you just guess the number right, in that case this you win, these are the chances you took, and finally break this file, right? So this part I have already told. And finally, in case you have not guessed right, or you have guessed right, at the end it will say game over, right? You have to start again, right? So game over in case you have guessed right or not, but still it will show you in case if you have taken all the 10 chances and you don't know what was the number. So the system is going to tell you the number is num, because initially the number was saved here, num, right? And in case you have guessed right, in that case also it will tell you the number is this and game over, right? Okay, so let's run this part. Okay, so we are going to run this. Okay, so guess the number. So let's say the range should be from 1 to 100. So 34. The guess was too low. Low means I should guess a number higher than 34, right? And I have taken one chance, so 9 guesses left. So I have to guess again. Okay, so it should be 56. It is also again too low, so I should pass a greater number, 78. Too low again, 88. Too low, okay, so 99. Too high. So as you can see, the number was too low up till 88, and for 99 it's too high. So the number is between 88 and 99. So let's say if I enter 95, too high. So again it's too high, so I should go a number lower than 95. So let's say it's 90. Again it's too low, right? So the number should be between 90 and 95. Say 92. Again too low. 94. Too high, so the number is 93, right? Okay, so so you win 10 guesses you took. So I took all the guesses, and in my last guess the number was right, 93. So it write game over, and it also showing you number in case you don't guess the number in 10 guesses. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the video. Keep on watching.